Buenas, ¿qué tal mi gente? En este nuevo video le presentamos a las 10 finalistas de Miss Universo Universo 2025. La gran final de este certamen será el 17 de mayo de este año en el hipódromo de Harare. Las candidatas de este año son: candidata número 1, Onésimo Nkomo.
Hello Universe, hello Zimbabwe. I am Onésimo Nkomo, an entrepreneur and business management degree holder, proudly representing the city of kings and queens, Bulawayo. I am a mother, a builder, a nurturer, and a dreamer reborn. I have carried more than life in my home. I have carried pain, purpose, and passion. I have faced storms and now stand crowned with self-worth. Bathi umfazi ngumthanyelo womuzi, kodwa mina angisiyona indlu kuphela, ngiyinqaba, ngakha, ngagcwalisa, ngavuka. I am not just a survivor. I am a throne built on broken pieces. I believe beauty is not bought, it is forged in fire. And I believe abundance is not begged for, but it is claimed. That is why today I walk not just for myself only, but for millions of women that have been taught that they cannot do it, but have rose and done it. In Zimbabwe, the maternal mortality ratio is alarmingly high, with 363 deaths per 100,000 lives. This underscores the need for improved maternal and postpartum care, which directly aligns with Sustainable Development Goal 3, Good Health and Well-being, and Development Goal 5, Gender Equality. We need postpartum care, not just for our bodies, but for our hearts. We need to normalize asking, "Mama, how are you?" Many women face childbirth and its aftermath alone. No mental health support, no follow-up care, stigma, isolation, and silence. We need safe births. We need trained midwives. We need postpartum care. This is my voice. This is our fight. Hear her, heal it. Yingakho ngithi inala kayiphunyelwa iyahluthwa. Ubuhle bami buvela ekuhluphekeni kwami. Ngiyabonga.
Candidata número 2, Ningu Samukele.
Salibonani Zimbabwe. Hello Universe. Ngingusamukele Sokoludledlawini from the royal city of Bulawayo. I am a 24-year-old daughter of Makokora, a place where the streets may be dusty, but the spirit is rich. I am a student at Bulawayo Polytechnic, studying purchasing and supply management. I am also pursuing a professional certificate in procurement under the Chartered Institute of Procurement and Supply. But more than the qualifications that I hold, it is the mission in my heart that defines me. Growing up in Makokova, I saw how hunger steals more than just food. It steals laughter from children's mouths. It steals dreams from the hearts of the young. I watched families struggle to cook together one meal a day, and I knew, even as a child, that I couldn't just stand by. That is why I serve, because food for the stomach is also food for the mind. Today, through Meals on Wheels, in collaboration with the St. John's Cathedral Anglican community, we provide almost 400 meals each week to the vulnerable, the elderly, the homeless, the forgotten. But it doesn't stop there. We are launching an agricultural project to teach farming skills, empowering people to feed themselves and break the chains of dependency. Because giving someone food is kindness, teaching them to grow it, that's transformation. But I believe the greatest power lies within us, in our communities, in our youth, in our hearts. When we choose to serve, when we choose to give, we become part of the solution. I stand before you not as a contestant, but as a woman of vision, a leader, a servant, a daughter of the soil. I do not seek a crown to be admired. I seek a platform to be heard, because I am she, the girl from Makokova who dared to dream. I am Sugoluhe. I am she who reigns supreme. Umamlange, Ja, Gastad. Siyabonga.
Candidata número 3, Charmaine Emmanuel.
Dreams are seeds of change, and nothing ever changes without a dream. Hello, Zimbabwe. Salibonani Makadi. I am Charmaine Emmanuel, 29 years of age, a biomedicine graduate, healthcare professional within a pathology laboratory, and a freelancing fashion and beauty model. Growing up in Zimbabwe, I got to witness the transformative power that comes with education and also the pain that comes with its inequality. I was fortunate, raised by a dedicated and passionate educator till to date, my mother, who strived and ensured that I got the best quality education. But just beyond the walls of our home, living and raised in a township, I got to witness my mother and other educators in a township at a school not far from home, being forced to improvise with limited resources over crowded classrooms and having to teach on corridors and under the trees just to wait for an available classroom. Education is not a privilege. It is a right that is enshrined within the Zimbabwean 2013 Constitution, Section 75, that declares that every Zimbabwean citizen has the right to state-funded education. But yet, due to hyperinflation, instability, and underfunding, this crisis continues to fuel brain drain, where our Zimbabwean doctors, nurses, and engineers, including the educators who are meant to uplift Zimbabwe, are migrating abroad and overseas to seek better opportunities. I am based and work in an adoptive country, fallen victim to this crisis, and I continuously witness our fellow Zimbabweans having to cross the borders in search of better education and healthcare, only to have to pay high amounts of money to get the services, and ironically offered and catered by our fellow Zimbabweans. Heartbreaking as this reality is, founded philosophies like the heritage-based Education 5.0, holistically implemented in the University of Zimbabwe, diaspora engagement programs, and commitments to global frameworks within the United Nations are contributing to paving a path forward. These platforms are calling on us Zimbabweans diaspora to come back, take space, innovate, and reform our nation. As the future Miss Zimbabwe, I commit to advocating for policy enforcement, diaspora reintegration, and sustainable investments already in place within our education system, whilst applying.
Candidata 4, Chexa Mosba.
Hello, Universe. My name is Chieza Mosha. I'm a business owner, a nursing student, and a happily married woman. I come from Chawarura, a village in Zarbani district in the beautiful province of Mashonaland Central. I am proud to come from a community where unity and everything greatly shaped who we are. I owe who I am today to my mother, as her grace, wisdom, and strength has been a guiding light in my life. As the founder and director of Care Angels Private Limited, a care agency based here in Zimbabwe that provides companionship and care for the elderly, I learned that estimates suggest that over 200,000 individuals may be living with dementia in Zimbabwe. Dementia is a condition characterized by progressive loss of intellectual functioning, especially with impairment of memory and abstract thinking, often with personality change resulting from organic disease of the brain. Studies have also shown that over 70% of people in Zimbabwe have limited to no knowledge about dementia, which leads to misconceptions and stigma. It is my passion to educate the Zimbabwean community about dementia, its symptoms, and the importance of early diagnosis. I believe to reduce the stigma and promote understanding, We need to foster a supporting environment for affected families, provide resources and support for caregivers, emphasizing their role in the care for individuals with dementia. I am entering Miss Universe Zimbabwe 2025 because I believe that this platform is more than just a craft. It is a catalyst, and I am ready to use it to uplift, to inspire, and to lead with purpose. Cheers, Amasha. Road to Miss Universe Zimbabwe 2025.
Candidata número 5, Brenda Kadewa.
Hello Zimbabwe, my name is Brenda Kadewa, a 24-year-old entrepreneur residing in Harare, advocating for quality education. Growing up, I was always taught that my role in life was predetermined, that my purpose was solely to be a wife and a caregiver. Deep within was a spark of curiosity and ambition that burned so bright. Despite the limitations placed upon me, I held on to the dream of education. I may not have had the opportunities that I desired, but I found my voice, which is advocating for change. Education isn't about academics, it's about empowering individuals to think critically, solve problems, and be active citizens. In 2023, I joined other models and organizations in providing quality education to children. I've been providing schoolwear, stationery, and paying school fees for some of the children. My aim as an entity is to pay school fees for 500 kids by end of this year. With that being said, I pledge to play my part in the Miss Universe organization in making education accessible to every child, regardless of their geographical location. No child should be left behind. Thank you.
Candidato número 6, Rumbisai Musopa.
Hello, Miss Universo Zimbabwe. I am Rumbisai Musopa, a 28-year-old from Harare. I'm a qualified real estate consultant and a sports team manager for JPC basketball. With a heart full of compassion and a soul on fire, I'm driven to make a difference in my community. As the founder of the Red Ribbon Foundation, I'm dedicated to breaking the stigma surrounding HIV and AIDS and empowering those affected by the virus. I believe that every woman has the power to create a positive change in their community. As a proud Zimbabwean, I am dedicated and ready to embark on this journey to showcase our country's beauty, our country's resilience, and above all, the warmth of the beautiful people of Zimbabwe. I'm ready to embark on this journey, to learn, to grow, and to represent Zimbabwe with pride and dignity. Thank you.
Candidato número 7, Annie Mutambu.
Hello everyone, my name is Annie Grace Mutambu. I am 29 years old and I come from the vibrant city of Harare. I am so honored to be part of the Miss Universe Zimbabwe Top 20, not only as a contestant, but as a voice for something that's truly close to my heart. I am a founder of a foundation that advocates for people living with albinism. In our communities, people living with albinism continue to face stigma, discrimination, isolation, and even danger simply because of the way they were born. This journey is personal to me. It's a continuation of work that I started years ago, and I'm here to carry it on with even more purpose. I believe that albinism isn't something to hide, it is something to honor. Through my work, I aim to create awareness, provide support, and most importantly, restore confidence and dignity in those who for a long time have been made to feel invisible. My dream is for people living with albinism to grow up in a world where they feel accepted, safe, and celebrated, not feared or misunderstood. This platform will give me an opportunity to amplify that message, to remind Zimbabwe and the rest of the world that beauty comes in different shades, and every shade deserves to be celebrated. Thank you.
Candidata número 8, Charlotte Musiri.
Hello Universe, Makadini, Zimbabwe. My name is Charlotte Musiri, proudly representing the beautiful city of Masvingo. I am a town planner by profession, currently working as a property consultant. I am also an assistant acupuncturist with a passion of modeling which has carried me this far. I am also the proud founder of the Josephine Helping Hands Kids Foundation. Growing up, my dreams often felt like distant stars, beautiful but out of reach. Being raised by a single mother, almost dropping out of school, having no one to look up to inspire me to follow my dreams, my peers dropping out of school and others getting married early, their potential untapped and their voices unheard. I am here because I was blessed to be surrounded by mentors that took a chance on me, that nurtured my path to be the woman that I am today. I am a product of collective love and resilience. That is the spirit of Miss Universe, rising together as a collective. Inspired by my own journey, I founded the Josephine Helping Hands Kids Foundation, a non-profit dedicated to empowering disadvantaged children in Zimbabwe through mentorship programs, feeding schemes, and guidance counseling. We also believe that every child deserves an equal opportunity. That's why we're also including children with cerebral palsy and heart defects to make sure that they all have the same environment to thrive. Entering Miss Universe Zimbabwe, it is more than a dream. It is a mission to empower and to amplify my voice, giving the children a chance to dream bigger, to live bolder, and find purpose. I want us all to show the universe the spirit of Zimbabwe, Ubuntu, where we all rise together and leave no one behind.
Candidata número 9, Talik Magaiza.
A dream, a destiny, and a legacy. 3 distinct yet interwoven forces. My story begins in the 80s, in the bustling township of Mfakosi, where the sound of bare feet hit the dusty roads and became the rhythm of ambition for a little boy walking to school without school shoes. My story also begins Kwagutu, where a little girl painting her lips with a red pen ink dreamt of the stages that she has never seen before. They dreamt beyond, and now those dreams live within me. My name is Talik Mwewashe Magaiza, a 25-year-old from the heart of Zimbabwe. I stand here not just as a contestant, but as a product of sacrifice, commitment, legacy, and dream. I am the daughter of 2 dreamers who chose to make their dreams come true. And with that, their legacy is me. But what if they never got the chance to dream? What if their dreams remain dreams? Across Zimbabwe and Africa, millions of children go to school every single day without a pair of shoes, school uniform, or even lunch. According to UNICEF, 1 out of 3 children in the Sub-Sahara are not in school. That's why I, Talik Mwewashe Magaiza, stand here before you, not to change the world overnight, but to change someone's world. 1 child, 1 shoe, 1 story at a time. I envision a Zimbabwe where no child questions their worth because of what they have to wear to school or who they aspire to be. I dream of a ripple effect where confidence is sewn into every stitch that changes a child's life. What often separates a dreamer from a doer is not brilliance, but access.
success. That schoolboy who needed shoes did not just walk, but he needed to walk with confidence. Maybe today my father would have been something else, but because someone believed in him, he became an advocate. The little girl who needed more than just a stage. She needed the belief that she belonged on it. This is not a dream of just crowns and sashes. This is a dream of impact, legacy, and service. A dream of planting seeds within generations and watching them bloom across the universe. So to the
Y candidata número 10, Lisandra Moyas.
Hello Zimbabwe, hello universe. I'm Lashonda Moyes, a 26-year-old nurse pursuing a career in finance and marketing. Let's talk industry, innovation and infrastructure. SDG goal number 9. It's my profound desire to champion the building of resilient infrastructure, promote inclusive and sustainable industrialization, and foster innovation. At the height of debate, not only in my nation, but the world as a whole, is basic infrastructure like roads, information, electrical power, and water that remains scarce in developing countries. Good roads reduce the likelihood of accidents, with Zimbabwe experiencing a high number of road accidents, with an estimated average of 2,000 deaths per year. Improve access to essential services such as healthcare, education, and employment opportunities. Whereas water supply is crucial for human health, sanitation, and overall societal well-being, with around 30% of people who lack access to safe water and sanitation. With electrical power, various aspects of modern life crucially rely on electricity. Hence we scream, "Magetsa Dzoka!" as a sign of relief when the power is restored. This is the norm in Africa as a whole, with 62% having access to electricity, but reliability of supply is a global issue. Reliable electricity enhances our quality of living and ensures safety and security. In conclusion, as an ambassador, my duty is to collaborate with government institutions and key players within the Ministry of Energy and Power Development, Ministry of Environment, Climate and Wildlife, Ministry of Transport, Infrastructural Development, and the City Councils to establish standards and promote regulations that ensure company projects and initiatives are sustainably managed. Collaborate with NGOs and the public sector to help promote sustainable growth within developing countries. Think about how industry and infrastructure impacts our lives and well-being daily. And we use our social media to push the policymakers to prioritize this SDG goal number 9.
Hasta un próximo video. Bye bye.